Aloha guys, this is Joyce from Enjoy Scrappin' 2, and today I'm going to be making a card for the Newton's Inky Paws challenge. And the challenge is to add some sparkle to your project. And I have some stuff already pre-prepped, and I'm going to be doing some watercoloring today. And at the end, it didn't really turn out the way I was intending to, but um, it worked anyway, so it's okay. So here I have this really sparkly black glitter paper cut using Mama Elephant's fem frames, and I also cut out this vellum with the same frame. So this is the one I got, and it gives a stitched border for the rectangle, and the outer scallop rectangle can be layered. And so here I have another circle cut using the MFT's stitched circle die. And I keep telling myself that I'm not gonna get dies because I have my scan and cut and my Cricut, but these have stitches, and I couldn't help myself. So I just cut one of the circle out using that die. And here I have, this is just water with some pearlized watercolor medium, and I'm going to be using that to watercolor along with my distress ink pads. So all of the pieces, the white pieces that I have in front of me, and they're all cut using watercolor paper. And so I'm going to be mixing this pearlized water in with the distress inks to give that pearlized look to these colors. So I added some color in the center. I wanted the center of this to be a lot darker, and so I'm using more mustard and wild honey, two of my favorite yellow combinations. And this is going to be like a moon in the night sky. So I'm kind of just here, I'm just adding a little bit of color, not too much. I kind of want to lay down some color, and then I'm going to hop back and forth from these three papers. So the little ghost kitty that is cut out, that one is from the Boo Crew, and I also cut that out in the watercolor paper as well using my scan and cut. And so here I'm putting some, this is vintage photo, and I'm going to just kind of put some droplets of color here. Because that's going to be my ground. And here I'm mixing several colors, and I also mixed in a little bit of the vintage photo along with my wild honey because I wanted the center to be a little bit more darker than the outer edge. You can definitely, there's a easier method to watercolor, but I didn't really think of what or how I was going to do this, so I just kind of went with it. And here I have some black soot also on the my craft mat. So here I have a whole bunch of things going on here. Initially I was going to use my watercolor paints, but at the last minute I changed my mind, and so and now I have this Newton here dressed up as a ghost, and so I'm putting some water down for him because I want to give him a little bit of color, but then not too much. But then as you can see here, I added a lot of the black soot. I wanted it to be kind of like a gray. And I did take out the pumice stone to use, but I decided to use the black soot. And I watered it down quite a bit, but it's still a dark color. But the watercolor always dries lighter, and so I just kind of went with it. And so I'm putting the outer edges a lot darker than the center, and I'm kind of not being really neat about it. I'm just putting it here and there. So I'm just using like a wooden stick that I have on my left that I'm kind of holding down the paper. So and then I'm going to color Newton using that vintage photo mixture with the wild honey. But this brush wasn't really picking up the colors as well. I think the brush wasn't wet enough. As you can see, that there was a little bit of bleeding by his tail, but that's okay. I was okay with it, because and then I put some little bit of the vintage photo mixture right around his cheeks. And now I'm kind of creating this texture. I'm just smashing, not smashing, but just putting the paper right onto the beaded colors on the mat to give some texture to my ground and the moon. And so now I'm kind of done coloring, so I'm kind of cleaning off my mat. You can definitely distress it and then spray it. That'll also give the watercolor effect. Or you could use your markers. There's a lot of different ways that you could have. I could have went about this, but this is the way it just came out. So I'm adding some tattered rose to the inside of his ears. And I kind of like the way the ghost outfit type of thing turned out, because it wasn't just like one color, and I like the variation. And so here I grabbed more vintage photo to darken up his paws and the tail, and also the ear. It's funny how you have this vision in your head of what you're gonna do, but then you kind of change it up as you go along. So now I'm going to leave those aside to dry. Here I'm picking up a little bit more color for the ground. And, putting my paintbrushes away. And so here is this great textures that I created just by kind of patting the colors. And so this is going to be my ground, and I'm going to attach it at the base of this black glitter rectangle cardstock. And so I just cut off the edges, and even for the moon I want that in the corner, the right top side of the corner. So I put a lot of adhesive because the glitter cardstock is a very chunky glitter cardstock, so I have to put a lot of adhesive so it'll stay down. And then I was gonna put it a little bit more up in the corner, but then I kind of didn't, and that little piece of the corner was showing, and I didn't like that. So I just went ahead and rounded the corner using my 1/2 inch corner chomper, and I kind of just chomped that off. So now I'm going to attach all of the things together. And here I'm getting some Tangelo Twist cardstock. This is going to be my base. Um, I was originally going to put it on white, but white on vellum, and it's just I needed some more colors, so I'm using this uh, Tangelo Twist orange cardstock. And then I'm going to put some foam adhesive on the black glitter cardstock, and I'm going to be putting quite a bit of foam adhesive, and I'm putting foam on the um, Newton Ghost as well. And I was thinking of putting some white stars, but I like the way the glittery, it just looks like a night, really dark night sky. And so I just left it as is. And I like the great texture the ground has. And I kind of like the way it turned out. And here I have a whole bunch of Halloween sentiments that I already stamped out previously, and Halloween is right around the corner, so I mean I have to use these up. So I just decided to use one of the sentiments that says trick or treat on this really skinny strip. And this finishes off my card for today. I hope you liked it, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.